Welcome back to Let's Play. On this episode, we will be doing the Summit Extended Seaside. I love the I love the Extended Seasides mod so much, but this one was extremely challenging. But I can do it. This is a very long level. Remember to take breaks if you need to. Good luck to Let's Play. No more running. Ouch. Nice. Ouch. Alright, I just gotta time it. Oh my god, are you serious? The level isn't that hard, I'm just bad at it. Nice save. Twice. "3,000 meters is my favorite moment of any Summit level. I don't know why. I think 0 meters would be more interesting if it had more reflection entities, like Kevin's, feathers, what else is in reflection? Bumpers? Oh well, 0 meters is done, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. Crap, I almost saved that. Zip mover wall bounces are just completely terrible, because they constantly move. It's, especially when they're retracting. That's why I hated 1D so much, I think. It's just so bad. Wow, that room was a lot easier than I remember it being. Never mind. I just got destroyed 3 times in a row. How do you think I feel? I think some of the spacing could be cleaned up a little bit. Like, this is a very tight corridor of spikes, if you ask me. But, not my level. Now, 1,000 meters is fun. Ouch. It would be fun if I lived. But it is still kind of fun. You gotta know when to fall, jump, grab, or wall bounce out of a dream block. Sometimes even dream hyper if you want to go that far, but not in this level. I'm supposed to dash down. That's unfortunate. I have massive respect for anyone who does this level. It's so hard. Now, admittedly, it's not the hardest, because we still have 7D, and eventually with 7E to do. but in my opinion, the extended Summit Seaside is really, really hard. And it's not just because of my misdashing all over the place. Just Celeste in general is difficult. Like, that was one of the hardest wall bounces I've ever seen. And I didn't even die to it. I died to the thing after it. What on earth was that? This is one of the hardest rooms in the level, I'm not gonna lie. This. Never mind. I didn't even reach it. I'll get there eventually, I promise. This wall bounce. One of the trickiest in the game. At least in my opinion. In my opinion, is always correct. Finally, I beat it. And the worst part is that this isn't even the hardest one. We're up to 1,500 meters now. Or 1,500 if you're me. What? At least there's no Oshiro in the summit. That makes me feel better. That makes me feel worse, though. I died to the exact same spinner twice. Can you imagine how that feels? Okay, that was just momentum garbage. This room is also pretty bad in terms of difficulty. Not quality, it's a pretty good room. I'm just awful at it, as you might expect. How are you supposed to do this without neutral jumping? It's like impossible. God damn it. If you know neutral jumps, this room is so much easier. And it's still hard. Can I spinner wall bounce off of that? That would be hilarious. I can. I did not expect to do that on my first attempt, I'm gonna be real. What was that momentum, my guy? Oh boy. That was not how physics works, but, I mean, whatever makes you happy. Neither was that, but I don't have the energy to care anymore. Oh my god, okay. Finally, we're onto the rooftop now. What was that? You know what? Sure. Let's pretend that makes sense. I don't want to pretend that that made sense, because it didn't. But, I mean, what do I know? I'm barely an expert player, so my opinions don't matter. Right? Anyway, enough expressing my frustrations. That's a dustbin level you can watch instead. Instead, let's talk about this room. What on earth am I supposed to do here? Oh, I see. I remember. I'm smart. I played this level so much that I don't even remember it. I'm thinking I'm gonna like Wix 7E quite a lot, since it's just 3,000 meters is half the level, which I find hilarious and amazing. I don't care anymore. I'm gonna brute force that. What on earth is this piss? Finally. Yeah, you better go back to normal. It's almost like it's your job or something. Whee! God, this room is so long. I'm so nervous. Yes! Let's go! 1,500 meters clear. Next is 2,000 meters. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not excited for it. If it's anything like 4 Sea Dog was, then it's gonna be kind of actually extremely difficult. Plus it's worse because I have 2 dashes, so of course the gameplay is more complicated. And on top of that, it's a later level, so it's gonna have, you know, higher difficulty just from that alone. So of course you can tell I'm not super excited about 2,000 meters. But I guess, never mind, it's awful. Cut me off mid-sentence just to turn me to dust. I could never do this level deathless. It is impossible for me. And the worst part is that Farewell Golden is even harder than this one. I mean, it's longer, but it's less difficult. Maybe I could do Farewell Golden, actually. Whee! Let's go! Oh, snow. Good God. There's a lot of rooms. Ah, crap. Stall. 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 I saved that. That is insane to me. I remember this room stumping me for a long time when I first played it, because I could not figure out what to do back there. But hey, 2,000 meters is done. Up next is, ironically, one of my favorite parts of Summit. 2,500 meters. The temple section. No, I have no idea why I like this so much. It shouldn't make sense. Wow, I'm absolutely wrecking this. Maybe I am the GOAT after all. Whee! Do not fast bubble any of these, for the love of God. You will explode extremely violently. As is the case with complex bubble movement. Wait, we're almost done with the... I don't know what I was trying to say. We're almost at 3,000 meters is what I was trying to say. I love boing. Boing? Awesome. Okay, that was extremely quick, I will be honest. Holy crap. But now, we're at the hardest part, in my opinion. 3,000 meters. Flag 24 is just 7C second room. In case you were wondering where all the 7C, like, things were, this is... someone out there? Ow. No, never mind. My elbow snapped and it kind of hurt a little bit. Anyway, in case you were wondering where all the 7C hallmarks were, they're all in 3,000 meters, which seems obvious, I guess, considering 7C is just all 3,000 meters by itself anyway, but I thought it was worth mentioning. That's not good. I don't like that. One of my favorite parts of this level has to be no wind. For some reason. I actually don't know the reason. It might be the fact that there's a new tech to be taught, just like in 7B. Maybe it's the fact that the 7C rooms are, like, extra awesome in 7C Dog No Wind. Speaking of, we're in Upwind. Welcome to Upwind. Wow, that was awful. Flag 17. It's the first room of 7C, which, as you might know, is one of my favorite rooms for a few reasons. The wall bounces are extra smooth, you can save a lot if you fail. It's just a fun level overall. I did not know I could grab onto that wall, if I'm being completely honest. Flag 14 is what I call the buckets. Like, look at these. They're literally buckets. 13 and 12 are kinda miserable, but they're fine, I guess. Not perfect, but, I mean, it's not my level. I don't have a right to complain about it. Oh god. Shades of 7B flag 9. 7B flag 9. This is one of the silliest flags in the level. I forgot what number it was, but we'll find out. Flag 12, I believe. Here's a new tech, Crouch Dash. It lowers your hitbox. Isn't that awesome? That's not awesome. You need to wall bounce out of Crouch Dashes. Okay, onto the actual part of No Wind. Instead of just the tech tutorial. This is smooth, I like this. Hey, Flag 6. Do you recognize it? It's slightly different, but it's the Dash Maze section of 7C Final. And spoiler alert, Flag 3 is similar as well. This level has one of my favorite just summit sections in all of Celeste, actually. I don't know if that'll be crowned by 7D at all, if I get to it. But, as of now, despite the dying, this is my favorite segment of Summit. 3,000 meters is so awesome, just in general. There's so much stuff you can do with it. Here we are, flag 3. Ouch. Woohoo! Fun fact, someone convinced Sea-Dog to make their own Flag 2 and split Flag 3 and 6 compared to just using 7C Final for Flag 2, which I think is really hella awesome. Because Flag 2 is amazing. It's very precise, obviously, but it's like really good game design. And of course I did it first try somehow, because I'm actually the best goat. It's hard to believe it's over, isn't it? Funny how we get attached to the struggle. Promise me that you'll take care of yourself, okay? Well, what are you waiting for? Wow. Surely Flag 1 is free, right? Well. Nope. But it is one of my favorites, still. This is one of the reasons I love 7C Dog's 3,000 meters. Just the amount of creativity is insane. Did I technically do a Flag 3 to end Deathless? Because that is awesome. Woohoo! Touch the sky! It's over. I beat the summit. And only 56 deaths. Only 56 deaths. That is insane. Alright, for the finale of Season 2, we will be doing the Core Extended Seaside. And then after that, I have a little surprise for the next movie that's coming out. So, hope to catch you at the finale. See you in the next one.